everything you've heard about monsters, about nightmares, legends whispered around campfires. All the stories are true.
Even though stuff like that happening in a club is considered just an average Friday night in some parts of the world, this stabbing has a huge impact on the young, hot girl, especially because she's the only person that could see it happening. The protagonist of this action-packed movie, The Mortal Instrument City of Bones, is about to descend into a dark, shadowy world hidden within our own.
Clary Frey is a young girl living in New York. Basically, she thinks she's a normal teenager. And she comes to find out that her mom was actually someone called a shadow hunter. And she is the daughter of Valentine, who is the arch nemesis in the entire series of books.
In the book, I think Valentine is a little bit older than I am. But I think when I spoke to Harald about that, he wanted him to be almost, because he's taking blood from the mortal cup, there's almost an ageless thing that has happened to him.
Oh God, this isn't happening.
What are you looking at?
What can I see when no one else can?
Not a mundane.
What's a mundane?
Someone from the human world.
Well, if not a human, then what am I?
A sexy devil, although that's probably not what she meant. It turns out she's actually a shadow hunter who has to search for the mortal cup. This might all sound a bit weird, so who's better to explain it than the writer of the best-selling books this movie is based on?
The mortal cup is the first of the mortal instruments. It was a cup in which an angel mixed its blood and the blood of human beings and gave it to the first shadow hunter. And it is the genesis of all shadow hunters. It can still be used now, and the shadow hunters continue to use it to make more shadow hunters. And it has powers even beyond that.
This still might seem a bit complicated, but the gist of the story is that a chick has to save the world from demonic forces.
Your mother is a shadow hunter, like you.
I've been hunting demons across the world in their varying different forms.
The protagonist's mother is played by Game of Thrones actress Lena Headey, and even though she's a shadow hunter too, she never bothered to tell her daughter.
She keeps the secret from Clary because she wants to keep her safe, and there's a lot of darkness involved in it. She doesn't want her to go through what she went through, and wants her to live a normal life.
That worked out pretty well, until now, of course. And when her mother disappears, it's up to Clary to defeat the bad guys. Fortunately for her, she gets help from another shadow hunter called Jace.
We have to protect not only the shadow hunter world from them, but also the human world, and it's our job to make sure that the world doesn't get taken over by these dark forces.
Half angel, half human. Beings of immense power. Strong enough to restore balance and protect the world in a war against evil.
She is a very strong-minded and strong-willed young woman who is very confident in herself, yet at the same time, as any young teenager would, finding out you're not really who you thought you were. She goes through kind of identity crises through the film and is constantly asking questions and in search of her mom, who gets taken from her. And she is now sought after to find this mortal cup.
The book adaptation, The Mortal Instrument City of Bones, is out in cinemas now.
She's different. She's gonna get us all killed.
There's a map inside your head, Clary. The key to our survival.
There's too many of them.
Have a little faith.